Got my tea. All right, we are live. We're going to a more weekly format, and not sure give a chance for people to jump on. So we're.
I wore a nicer shirt today.
You did
because
pull that a little bit.
Yeah, all the people in our team were giving me a lot of crap for the other shirt I have with lots of stains. I don't know if anybody can even see that at home. But,
No.
So I have my nice SecureIt pullover this today.
I'm just give it a few minutes. We go. All right, guys, we got some people coming up. We are doing our live. We're changing up the format of the show. It's going to be called This Week at SecureIt. And we're going to be going over what's going on at the company, what's going on out in the world, and the changes and things that are happening. I got to tell you what, man, there's a lot of stuff going on right now with SecureIt. I got 2 new people starting on Monday. We've hired several people in our marketing department. We've got shipping logistics. So we've hired how many people this year so far?
Oh,
2, 3,
Two.
2, 3. Yeah.
2.
So that's moving. We're moving quick, guys. A lot of interesting things happen. I gotta just reference something real quick that I saw, and it drove me nuts. And I hope you guys, that people see this the way I do. It was an ad. It might have been on Facebook. I don't remember. It was online for Liberty Safe, and they're doing a big promo giveaway of a custom painted safe. Big custom painted Liberty Safe to enter. I just started looking at that and just questioning where these guys are at. Now, my background, I'm not a safe guy. I don't come from the safe industry. Our background is building military armories and doing stuff for the military. And why would you want a custom paint job on a safe?
Is it like a solid color or like a mosaic?
Whatever. There was a big fancy paint job they were doing. So their mindset is they do a big fancy paint job. It says Liberty is beautiful, and the customer puts that in their den next to their pool table or their fireplace as a showpiece for Liberty. I'm like, guys, if you're storing stuff in a safe, you don't want to advertise that you have a safe. You don't put that out for everybody to look at. It's crazy. That's just crazy. One of the driving things for everything that we do is small, modular, lightweight cabinets so you can store guns in discrete locations. And I keep seeing that. And at some point, somebody over there is going to start paying attention and maybe make some changes. I don't know. It seems kind of crazy. Hey, guys, we are live. It's This Week at SecureIt. But as always, ask questions. If you got any questions, thoughts, part of what we're trying to do here is be as open, as transparent, as accessible as possible. In a world where CEOs and upper management live in ivory towers, we're trying to make everything so we are as easy to get to, and we'll answer any question at all. And we got some questions coming in. Berto, good to see you, man. I didn't see you at the last broadcast, but I think we were off timing wise. I've been doing some traveling and things kind of got goofed up. Strobe lights and disco ball in your safe. The lights are coming. That's a done deal.
I like the disco ball idea. That'd go good with a custom painted.
If you're gonna buy something as big as Mount Rushmore, you might as well carve faces in it. That's kind of funny. Yeah, it's yeah. I'm not sure what the drive is. I've seen guys who buy big safes because they think it's impressive or they think something, but smaller, modular is just better. It's just better. You were in Mexico. Well, I was down. I see Berto's down in Mexico. I hope you had fun. I was down in Savannah, Georgia last week. My daughter goes to school down there, and good to get away once in a while. That's for damn sure. Nice. What's going on in your world this week, Stephen?
Oh, right now, I had a customer challenge me. He has a part that he wants to fit on our louvers. It's not one of our products, and so I'm going to see if I can make that happen.
That is. Do you have that here?
No, I left it in the other room.
It's a magazine holder, isn't it?
Yeah, for ARs.
Okay. Who makes that? That's the.
I I'm not positive.
We'll get it because we're going to make a bracket for it. It's a cool product. I really like it. The guy who owns it, I spoke to him many times. He's actually a dentist.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he started this business with this idea, and he's got it patented, and he's got a booth at SHOT Show, and I think he's doing really well. But we are going to make I think a simple bracket for that. I think it's just a simple V bracket, so it hangs on louvers because it is kind of a cool piece. That's Ron, who is our guru of product development.
Well, he's finding out that we're going to do this piece right now.
He is finding out live right now. We're on live show committing to doing a new product. If you looked at his office right now, he'd be papers coming down. He just threw them up in the air. And he's all pissed off. He's actually not, but it's what he does. Other thing going on real quick. I'm going to talk about this. We got a video going out. I'm going to get out. We want to stay out ahead of stuff. These are the lock rails for our Agile cabinets. Patented design. Pretty amazing how they work and how strong that cabinet gets. But we did have a production error in making these. The little holes on a couple of the rails were punched about a ½ inch off, and the cabinets cannot be assembled. We caught it and fixed the problem in production, froze the inventory that had been produced, but a couple of cabinets did ship out. We sent an email out. There's I think there's 9 people that possibly could have got one. So we did send an email out to those people with instructions on how to identify it quickly and how to and then we'll just send out replacements to you really quick. But if anybody recently got an Agile 40, look for an email from us. It's a very small window, but we're one of those companies. If something goes wrong, we're humans. You can get mistakes. We fix it, let you know, and we all move on. But it's all about transparency and things like that. So other things going on. We're moving forward with Agents of Change, TV show, Sportsman's Channel, start airing in July. We start shooting. Studio's been built. They're actually filming segments, I think, this week. I'll be hosting the show. And what we're doing is we're going to go out and bring everybody the most innovative companies and innovative people in the firearms industry. We're going to do the show. It's going to show on Sportsman's Channel. Then we own the content. So that content will be broadcast on our social channels and through our other digital formats, which is really exciting stuff. It's something we've never done before. I've never done before, but the companies I was really struggling at first to find innovative companies. Firearms industry is kind of lacking in that, but you start peeling away the layers of the onion. There's some pretty cool stuff out there. I think people are going to be really, really impressed. We're going to talk a lot about these products on this show. As we get the segments filmed, and as things happen, we're going to incorporate a lot of what we're doing as part of the show. Because the big thing that we're trying to do at SecureIt is drive change. Drive change in the way people think about gun storage, drive change in how this industry works, how we fight for the Second Amendment, everything about that. We're just trying to improve it, trying to make things work better. And the feedback we get and from what we see happening, our customers, the people who buy our product, the people who are watching, you guys out there, you get it and you're driving it. We've spent, I probably shouldn't share this. We spent very little money advertising in the last 2 years. I'm going to say almost nothing. And we're growing at 40 to 60% per year. And that's all word of mouth. So people who buy our product, they get it, they understand it, and they share it. We're about to turn up the knob on that right now. We've hired several people in our marketing department. We've got Chris Penabianco is our new head of marketing. The guy is just a whiz bang, and he's probably watching right now, rolling his eyes. But mark my words, mark your calendars. Watch where we are a year from now, because things are going to get crazy. That's for sure. We had a big company meeting today. What did you think of the meeting today?
I missed about half the meeting because I was helping the heating guy.
That's right.
Unfortunately, we had one tiny little part on the furnace of our building go, so we had to have the heating guy fixing it this morning.
That's funny stuff.
Bit chilly.
Yeah, Janet is our
totally her.
Office manager. She's been working for SecureIt for a long time. Does a great job, but she totally broke the furnace here. She turned it off because it was too loud, and then it wouldn't turn back on. So we totally going to bag it on her. But it's always, at least it's not, it was negative 16 degrees last week or a week and a half ago.
Oh yeah.
So
if it was last week, it would have been worse.
Yeah, we're doing okay. But we've got a big ass fan in the warehouse, which we jacked up and opened the doors up and got things whirling around. So guys, any questions that anybody has about what we're doing, how it works, what it is, anything about the industry, things that are going on, do not hesitate to ask. And we will always give you the straight dope. Again, too many YouTube paid reviews. It's hard to find someone who actually bought your products on. You know what? We don't pay people to do reviews. The reviews out there, I know Gary Melton did on Paramount Tactical, did a great review of our product. On Wrangler Star did the first review of the Agile cabinet. That actually went to 4 million views, and it blew us up. So we sold out unsolicited. He bought the stuff on Amazon.
We didn't actually know about it.
No, we didn't know about it. We don't look for influencers to like, hey, do a review of this product. We'll send you a bunch of stuff. We don't do it. I find it infuriating. I'm a car guy. I'm building a hot rod right now, a 66 Falcon hot rod. I'm always working on something, and I'm always looking at new stuff and new tools, and I jump on YouTube all the time. And you're looking for product reviews, and it's very frustrating because there's no bad reviews. I mean, you get the worst crap out there, and there's somebody out there telling you how great it is because they're getting it for free, or they're trying to show the company that they're pushing their product to try to get something from them. But we do not pay people to do reviews of our products. There was a program that a former person that worked here tried to start with a marketing group that would do that, and we saw what it was and canceled it right away because there's no value in that. There really isn't. What else we got here? Do you see things going more in the direction of the Agile or the Answer? Lighter and smaller or heavier, but still not as heavy as the other guys?
Kind of a mix, I would say.
The ratio right now, Agiles to Answer is what, 4-to-1?
Yeah, Agiles are definitely our bigger seller, but
but in terms of number of units, because it's probably 4 to 6, maybe 6-to-1.
Yeah, that I don't know.
I'd have to look at it. It's not something I've looked at recently, but I can pull those numbers. But the Agile is by far much more popular, and it's simply because it's lighter and it's more modular. And from a security standpoint, people who know me have seen me cut safes in half with a circular saw. In fact, I'm going to be shooting a video. I've got one out there that I'm going to just do a couple of demos on here in an upcoming show. But a modern circular saw. In fact, I'm going to use a DeWalt battery operated saw. You buy a carbide blade, a steel carbide blade for it. And I cut a Fat Boy Junior completely in half in 1:18 seconds. You can cut a hole in the side in about 12 to 15 seconds. Our cabinets aren't any stronger. You can cut ours too. But being smaller and modular allows you to secure your firearms in areas where thieves don't look. And the real, we make our cabinets to keep kids safe, keep prying hands out, and to buy time. Most thieves in a house are in and out in 9 minutes. That's the FBI statistic. They're looking for drugs. They're looking for quick things they can turn and burn and make some quick cash on. Master bathroom, master bedroom, home office, den, and they're usually gone. So it's, you look at where do you store guns. On our website, we talk about decentralized storage, but front hall closet, kitchen pantries, guest rooms. There's lots of places in your house that thieves just don't look. But you still want the guns locked. That's why we make all our cabinets. They're lightweight, modular, and simple to use, which enables you to put guns everywhere. Anybody comes into my house, they do not know I own firearms, but they're all over the house. And that's just how it's set up. Now, I've got my home studio and my home office set up, and that's got a wall like this. When it's set up, you kind of know there's guns in the house. But
well, they can't see the wall right now because I think you're still on me.
Oh, I am. That's right. Here I am. I've got the new switcher going. We'll throw this up here. Part of the new studio setup, so we're getting a little more high tech here, trying to modernize. And
We should get the intern in here, so when one of us talks, he switches the camera.
Oh, there you go.
off.
Eventually, we will have a producer producing this show when we get to 10,000 viewers and everything. Hello to Paris. Wow, we got somebody in Europe. My son is in London right now. He goes to school there, and sent me a picture. He was out playing golf, and I thought it was pretty funny. But
Well, if you're a golfer, you got to go to Scotland.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
I would say the biggest advantage for the Answer Safe is its weight. That is, I think the cradle grid system, the pictures that we've got, what you can do with that cabinet in terms of the flexibility of the storage system, guns and gear. I know of no safe on the market anywhere that that is as flexible as an Answer 12 for a good size safe. There is, in fact, we're going to shoot a live show with the Answer 12. I wonder if I could probably just bring it in here, couldn't we?
We could get it in.
Set it up and we're going to do a live show of just reconfiguring it, just having fun with it, because it's amazing what you can do with that cabinet. Maybe we'll put a Liberty safe next to it.
I don't want to bring that one in because I can't stand the way the smell from whatever's in that drywall.
I know.
The smell of it. Every time you open up the door, I cannot stand it.
Yeah, it's guys, if you've got a safe, you go into a safe store. You look, or a store sells safes, open the door of a new safe and just put your nose in there and smell. If you smell sulfur, a little bit of sulfur smell, or in your safe, it hasn't been opened for a while, that's sulfuric and sulfurous acids. Now, I've talked about this before, with some information on our website about it, but the insides of a Liberty safe, of a traditional safe, is full of things that really are corrosive to guns. The reason the industry sells all those golden rods and all those different parts is because gun safes are corrosive. In a normal conditions, normal environment, guns don't rust. If you go to a restaurant, like you got the old shotgun above a fireplace in an old restaurant, it's not rusting. It's been sitting there probably for 20 years. My grandfather had guns in a glass case for probably 30 years. And he lived right near, just outside of Buffalo in the Great Lakes, very humid area, nothing corroded. But in gun safes, they sell millions of dollars in stuff because corrosion is a real issue. So if you ever smell that in a safe, open your safe every week and let it air out. It's bacteria. It's ferrooxidant bacteria that live in drywall, eating pyrite that's also in drywall. And the result of that is their exhaust, what they put out is sulfuric and sulfurous acids. And that's part of what makes a safe really corrosive. If you've got a traditional gun safe, concerned about corrosion, I would not recommend the goldenrod products or any of those heating elements. Use desiccants. When you heat the safe, you reduce relative humidity. That's what you're measuring. It's humidity relative to temperature. You're not removing water. A desiccant actually removes the moisture from the safe. I think it's a much better way to go. Also,
Z-Rust.
Yeah, Z-Rust. So we're going to get to that, the Z-Rust product. But when you raise the temperature of a safe, you're reducing relative humidity. But raising the temperature also increases the rate of the rust reaction, of chemical reactions. As you warm things up, they react quickly. Z-Rust is a product that we've used in the military a lot, and that's vapor corrosion inhibitor, VCI. And that is a vapor that gets put out within a safe, and it coats all the metal 1 molecule thick and stops electricity. Rust is an electrical process. And we did Z-Rust for everything we did in Okinawa, didn't we?
It was for all the crew serve guns.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, for the crew serve for the Marine Corps, what we did is some kind of injection molded cases for the crew serve. So the big Mark 19s, the 50 cals, the 240s. And when they're putting those on ship, those things are, they have the possibility to be stuck in those things sealed up for a while. So if there's any moisture, it could cause issues. So the solution that we found was Z-Rust. The Z-Rust packets, and they're a little square, maybe 2 inches by 1 inch or so. And they have ones that'll go down the barrel. They have bags for it. So that's what you see if you have a fishing tackle box. You'll see the little box, the little block, and sometimes the top of the box. That is a Z-Rust or similar VCI product. We used to make or sell it was like a Renewsit air freshener for corrosion control. Yeah, but the reality is if with our system, if your guns are cleaned properly and not over clean, most people over clean their guns.
and oiled properly, they're not going to rust.
Yeah.
Even in areas of high humidity, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, I have antique firearms that might been in the
Mm.
family forever, and my gun cabinets I use the military style that are behind me, and they're vented. Some of these rifles and shotguns are pushing 100 years old, and it's in a basement in central New York. I just have a room dehumidifier that I would run anyway just to keep mold and stuff at bay, and I have no issues with any corrosion on my rifles.
No, I don't run anything. I live on a lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live on a lake.
Yeah.
And the only time I've run into issues with corrosion on a gun was muzzle loader that I forgot to clean. And I hadn't shot it. We went out hunting and I unloaded it by shooting it, but I hadn't actually fired it at an animal since I didn't have a kill. I put it back in the case, got home, put it away. I just kind of forgot about it. And when you shoot a muzzle loader and don't clean it, you're inviting a lot. It sat like that for a while, and it took me a while to get it shootable, we'll say, or accurately shootable. But still, I got it. It's back to normal and shooting well. But no, I've never had corrosion in any of the guns, and I've got a lot of guns that have been sitting in my safe untouched for years. I hate to say that,
Yeah.
but we used to go to the range 5 years ago. It's funny. 5 years ago, I was at the range. I mean, all the time. My kids, we were always finding a reason to go shoot. And last year, I was at the range twice, 3 times, I think. Year before that was we went and did some sporting clays and things. Now we've got the SecureIt Ranch. It's a 500-acre ranch we purchased last year in February. That we got this set up for hunting. It's a great location, a lot of deer on it. But we're going to be, I'll put in some trap, and we're going to put some range opportunities there. I've got to map it out. I've got to take some wood out. There's a lot of trees in one area, but we can get 1,100 yards. So we may put some long distance targets up there. Just haven't figured that out yet.
And I did get an axe like yours for Christmas, so I look forward to coming there and trying it out.
There we go. Yeah, Steven is our lumberjack. Well, your background, you were forestry, or were you?
I was environmental science and environmental forest biology, I think is what my official degree. But for 2 work summers for my college, ESF, which is a local environmental school, I actually worked down at Heiberg Forest south of Syracuse, and part of my job was to clear trails that stuff had fallen down on. So if you get deadfall and things like that, and so I was out there with a chainsaw and an axe for 2 summers doing that. Best job, well, besides here, of course, but it was great. You're outside all the time. On the hot days, we'd actually just hit the beaver ponds and go swimming because the boss was pretty cool and she didn't want us to get heat exhaustion.
When you say was she like cute?
She was tougher than I am. She was awesome. She had gone to the forest ranger school at ESF and was working for them for a while. But it's a great area. So that college actually has a ton of land. They have land in the Adirondacks and the St. Lawrence River. Their campus, there's a couple locations south of here. So they just have places everywhere.
We just got a question from Jason. Really like the organization ability of your products. What's the differences between the Answer 8 and the Agile 12 or Agile 52? The Agile 52 holds 6 guns. The Answer 8 holds 8 guns. It's taller. The Answer cabinets are heavier gauge steel. The Answer cabinets is equivalent to a gun safe, traditional gun safe, without the drywall, without the carpeting, without all the corrosive crap, and it's got our cradle grid system in it, so it's extremely clean interior. The Agile cabinet is lighter, a little smaller, a little more modular. The Agile cabinets are designed to bolt together, so you can buy a lot of them and bolt them together. Like my house, I've got a wall set up that bends around in my office, and I've got Agiles against the other wall, and when things are on display, they all lock up in the Agiles. The Agiles disassemble. They ship flat. They ship UPS. The Answer cabinet ships on a pallet. That's a big savings if we're shipping one. The average American moves every 6.3 years. Every year that gets less. Americans are becoming more and more mobile. The beauty of the Agile is you can disassemble it and reassemble it. And if you're moving, it's real simple to do. Now, an Answer 8 can be moved with a hand truck, which is not bad. But when you're moving, a moving company they'll move an Answer 8. A moving company won't touch a traditional gun safe. They don't want that much weight in their furniture truck for the fear if something breaks and that thing gets loose, it's going to tumble around and destroy all the furniture and they're liable. So when people move, the two most left behind things in a move is a hot tub and a gun safe. But with either of our products, you can move them through traditional moving methods. With the Agiles, it allows you to disassemble it. Also, in a condo, in an apartment, or if you've got a lot of stairs, the Agile cabinets are much easier. In fact, you can unpack it and carry the pieces up one at a time if you're going up several flights of stairs to build it. An Agile cabinet weighs 100 pounds. Answer 8 weighs, without the pallet,
300.
Is it that much?
Yeah, well, it's just under. It's like 285, I think.
Yeah, so just under 300 pounds for an Answer 8. What's a 12?
12 is just under 400 pounds.
Okay, so
and with the Answers, with the disassembling it, I tell customers not to, because it's some customers, when you unbox it, you're going to get the metal and you're like, oh, this is flexy. Once you assemble it, it locks in. It's super solid. So I just had a customer earlier this week. He's like, do I disassemble it? I'm like, you can, because you can carry it. It's a little bit easier. And I actually recommend they leave it together, because you'll save a little space by disassembling it, but you got to keep track of the hardware. You're going through the hassle of,
right,
taking it apart, putting it back together. And there's more risk for damage, where when it's together, that thing is solid. The biggest thing is keep track of your keys, because I get a couple emails every week for people who lost their keys. And protect the handle, because our handles are designed to strip at force. So if somebody comes up and they're wrenching on the handle, they can't break into your cabinet. The handle will give way first. If you're moving and the movers grab that handle and yank on it really hard, they risk stripping it. Saying that though, if your handle strips, give me a call. I have a solution for you.
Yeah, that's something. It's an easy fix, but that is part of the design of the cabinet.
Yeah.
But it's a good point. When the Agile cabinets, don't think because it's KD and it's 100 pounds that it's not secure. It's amazingly strong cabinet once it's assembled. People are always amazed. They're like, you're putting it together, and when you put these little bolts in, and it's a patented design we came up with 4 or 5 years ago.
Well, it started longer than that, because you guys were starting to work on it, I think, right before I came here.
Okay, because that was Frank and I came up with, and Joe over at Metal Solutions came up with the slide lock system.
It's probably about 7 years ago.
And in fact, Frank's got his name on that patent.
Yeah. Yeah, he was really excited about that.
Yeah, he did a good job with it. But once it's assembled, I've got him. I move them with a hand truck. 2 people can pick them up and carry. In fact, we got videos. The one video that's on one of the YouTube videos now has got guys just carrying it up to a bedroom, and setting it in place. Because once it's built, it's pretty damn strong.
I bear hugged them and moved them myself, but I'm getting too old for that.
No, there's a point. I'm 60 now. I'm close to 60, but I'm not getting any closer. Hey, I'm gonna put something out there. We got a handful of people watching right now. So spread the joy about SecureIt. We've got a lot of things happening. A lot of programs, a lot of interesting things, ways for people to participate in what we're trying to do. As I say, we're trying to start a revolution in gun storage. And we're going to be bringing in a lot of ways that our customers can participate in the whole movement. And that'll be things we rolled out over the next several months. However, immediately, if somebody's got an idea, send me an email, tom@secureittactical.com. When I was a kid, my mom, I was a heavy metal guitar player. I played in bands all over the East Coast. I lived in Hollywood. I was a guitar player for about 12 years. And my mom always said, don't get a tattoo. I'm like, well, why not? She goes, when you're 60, it'll look awful. That was her thing. Well, she's still alive and I'm 60. So I want to get a big ass tattoo on my arm right here. And that was my plan, been my plan for a long time. Well, now I'm 60, I got to get it done. So what do? So I've got Alex, who's one of our customer service whiz bangs, also a very good artist and does great impressions of other employees here. He's done several drawings for me. And but if anybody has ideas, I was going to do Band of Misfits. That's how we refer to the people in this company, is we are a band of misfits. And But if somebody has an idea, share it, and we'll see. I'm not going to put out to a full on. I just realized not wearing my headset. I'm not going to put it out to a full on contest, but it's something I need to get done in the next month, or at least get scheduled. So if anybody has an idea, send it along.
Well, I still think it should just be a big heart that says "Mom." That was my vote. And we do have a tattoo artist friend in the company. So
who's that?
One of our office managers. Her friend is her daughter is a tattoo artist.
Nice. All right. Well, maybe I'll.
You got connections. You just don't know it.
I got people. So I got Joel. Still waiting for my answer 12. The shipping company sent it to the wrong facility. Joel, I'm assuming you've been in touch with our customer service. If you haven't, if they notified you of that, contact customer service here, support@securetactical.com, and get my guys working on it, because we've got a lot more pull with trucking companies to get things straightened out. We either get it turned around right, or we'll get you another one out right away. Nice wall. Yeah, you know what? It's let me throw up the big picture. It's kind of blown back a little bit, but we're doing more and more big gun walls. Right now, we're building a rifle range out in Las Vegas, one of the Range 72. It's one of the big popular ranges out there. We're actually building a big gun wall for them. We're going to actually create a showroom out there, is the plan. What we're hoping to do, I'll spill a little bit of candy in the lobby here. We're hoping to establish showrooms at ranges around the country over the next 2 years. We're not quite sure how to do it yet. We're going to figure it out, but that way everybody's got the opportunity to come out and see our products, firsthand, and spend the afternoon at a cool range, do some shooting.
Actually, we have a gun wall going up at one range. I believe it's in Massachusetts. I just did a quote in a gun wall for them, and I believe they ordered last week. So
cool. Put me in touch. Give me the contact info. I'll talk to them. How big is the place? Do you know?
That I don't remember.
How close are they to the SIG?
I don't know my way around. Massachusetts is such a small state.
There you go.
I avoid it because we get the reputation in New York driving crazy, but for us New Yorkers, upstate New Yorkers, it's New Jersey and Massachusetts drivers that we're just like, wow, these guys fly. So,
that's funny. So but we build a ton of gun walls. We do a lot of custom applications. We've done using the big walls. We've done Daniel Defense, SIG. I know we've done work for Colt a long time ago, back when they were a viable company.
SIG has changed in theirs. I was just talking to one of their guys. The armory that we did with them, they're actually tearing down that building and making a huge one. So, he actually, I didn't get a chance to tell you yesterday. He was telling me that he wants us to, send a couple people there and go over some of the products with them and take a look at it. So,
we're going to do, we're going to do that. We're actually, because SIG's going to be on the show when we're doing the Agents of Change. I'll reach out to you because we do need to get out there. But so guys, we're going to be wrapping things up here. We've been going for a little bit. Does anybody have any questions or anything that they want to bring up at this point? Do not hold back. If people got stuff to say, they got to say it. All quiet on the Western Front. Is there anything else that we've got anything that I always, I end these shows, I'm like, oh shit, we never talked about this.
Yeah, we should probably come up with a little thing because, I never know what's going to happen on the show because you just ask me, hey, you want to be on it? Sure.
Yep.
So
no, I'm a big believer in unscripted
I think it
things.
works out better.
It's, you know what? We do a lot of planning for the big stuff, for product, for everything, but in dealing and talking to customers and how I like to run my day-to-day, I like it to be very unscripted and as dynamic and as live and real as possible. I think you get better information that way. Did you mention a light option for the safes? I did. And that's been an ongoing, almost a humorous joke within our live show we've been doing for the last months, because every show I was jumping on our product development team about the lights. So the lights are done. The design work is done. POs are placed. They're in production right now. I don't have the date. There's some tooling that has to be done. There's some things that just take time. I believe we're going to have inventory for lights in March, late March, early April, maybe. I could have people in my company doing backflips saying, Tom, you asshole. But they're coming. They are coming.
especially operations. They like everything nice and
Ooh.
organized.
Options for purchasing in Western Canada.
That would be Canada right now. I think it's just CW and Company is the ones. Oh, actually, no.
It's in Vancouver.
I don't think they're vendoring anymore.
They still set up. They're not selling a lot, but we've got a dealer in Vancouver.
West Coast Hunting Supply.
Yeah, is that West Coast?
Yeah, CW and Company is another one, and I believe Safe and Vault. If you go to their website and order our stuff, I think they'll ship into Canada.
They do. It's expensive, but
have them
get your cell phone.
Well, have them email us.
Yes, email us. We'll get you hooked up. We do have a dealer in Canada that on the West Coast that brings in stuff and ships it.
Usually I have everything off the top of my head. I like it when they stump me and I can't.
Will the lighting option have a USB hub? The lighting option, will the lighting option have a USB port? It's going to be a battery charged lighting option with a USB charging cable that
it's the small end that goes into
yeah.
So it can charge by a USB.
Right.
That's how it's supposed to charge. And then it's going to be magnetic so it sticks to wherever you want to put it. Well, as long as it's metal, that is.
I've had an Agile 50 since 2017, so I can't wait. Dude, I'm with you, man.
That's one of the first ones right there.
It's that goes back. We will tell you what, Pete. Send me an email. All right, just send me an email, tom@secureittactical.com, and I'll make sure you're taken care of first. How's that? You've got a cabinet since 2017. I will get you hooked up with lights. All right, we'll make it work.
I think the very, very first ones were maybe 2016,
yeah,
or was it early 2017? It was right in there.
Yeah. So, guys, if people in Canada look into our products, they can send an email to support@secureittactical.com. I should not forget that. Just email to support@secureittactical.com, and our guys will supply with all the information to get product in Canada. We've got a very, very good customer service and support team, and they know more about this stuff than I do for sure.
You need a little graphic at the bottom that can show that for you.
Yeah, I got the technology isn't quite there yet, but we are slowly improving our technology, and
well, the technology is there. We're just not there.
Well, yeah, exactly. We haven't been properly trained, but so no, we're going to be bringing in a lot more capabilities. I want to do bring in photo slideshow capabilities next week to go through some things of what we're doing. It'd be a lot easier to show pictures and stuff while we're going. Hey guys, look, we're going to wrap this thing up. Does anybody have any last questions, concerns, thoughts? Why is FedEx the only shipping option, especially for small accessories? We actually worked out a deal with FedEx Ground, and it's cheaper than UPS. They came in to us. We ship a lot of stuff, and they actually came in with a program that is less money than UPS. That's why we ship FedEx right now. And what happens is
the damages were lower too.
Yeah, is 2 years from now, it might be UPS. Because what happens is we're using FedEx, and UPS is aware of that. And eventually, the rep will come in and say, "Hey, we've got a program for you," and they may try to undercut them, but it's extremely competitive. And we are with FedEx, so because they came in with a better program for us. Damage, price, the whole package, it just worked better.
And I don't know what the status is, but at one point I know operations was looking at USPS, but I'm not sure what happened with that. If we're still looking into that, because I think for really small items, the prices is better. It's tough because there's only a small window where the post office, can beat the other ones.
Yep. No, I know they were. I know some of the Amazon stuff they're looking at that, I think, as well.
Yeah, because I think our warehouse right here, when I send out parts, if I can send it out post office, we do that.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap things up today. It is the first Friday of the week, and I don't know what you guys are doing this weekend. I've got my wife and daughter coming back up from Savannah. They've been down there for a while, and Super Bowl's this weekend.
I'm going to Vermont on Sunday. So.
Yeah. I don't know what people's thoughts are on the Super Bowl this weekend. It'd be fun to see the Bengals win.
I didn't even know who's playing.
I don't think they're going to, but I think it'd be fun to see the Bengals win.
Most I know about Bengals is when Suzanne Haas was still singing for them. So, or is that the right name?
No offense to UPS, but they don't really take care of their packages. Bless for the sneeze. That's funny. Yeah, that was a big sneeze. I don't know where that came from. We had a really spicy Chinese food for lunch today. So that was my beef dry pot style, and damn good. Um, Berto, FedEx can't find my house. You need to paint your house pink. We've talked about this. um, they should be able to find it. I'll tell them where it is. But hey, guys, it's been a good show. Well, thank everybody for tuning in. I'm trying to think of anything else we've got coming up. Wheels and deals and things. Oh, real quick, I've got for everybody watching, I think, yeah. So right now, guys, live show discount. If you're thinking about buying anything, the promo code will be good till midnight tonight whenever we do a live show. It is save 10 now, SAVE 10 now. That's not case sensitive, is it?
I have no idea.
I don't think it is. It's capital S, capital N, but I don't think it's case sensitive. Save 10 now is good for 10% off on I think some of the things that are on sale, the discount might not apply to, because I think there's some promos running right now. I'm not, but we always do that for live, for the people watching. If you're looking to buy anything, that code will be good till midnight tonight. Save 10 now. In fact, I'm going to post this in the comments.
And while you're doing that, one thing, if you have a strange solution that you're looking, or a strange problem, I should say, that you're looking for a solution for, hit us up at the support at SecureItTactical.com, and I'll take a look at it, because sometimes a customer will have something that's a little wonky, but sometimes I can come up with a solution with our stuff, and we've used some of our products in ways they weren't designed for, but it works out really well. Like using our horizontal rifle mounts for a plate carrier. People ask about a plate carrier. I'm like, just buy a wooden dowel rod, and it just fits right between those, and it works great.
You know what we should do is we'll do an upcoming episode of creative ways people have used our products, because we get customers that come up with ideas that we don't even think of, and they send us photographs. If you guys have used our stuff and got a cool setup, we love to see photos of our stuff, of what people are doing. But we will do an episode. I'm going to make a note of that for that years ago. Back when Ryan was doing when it wasn't a live show, and we'll go back to doing that, of other ways of using this stuff, because tons of things you can do with the brackets.
Got to get Ryan back on here so people see he's still with us.
Yeah,
he's working remote now, so we got to drag him back into the office.
Yeah, this studio used to be our conference room. The company now, and we own the building, is there's 3 of us in here typically, and then I'm going to do a live show from the warehouse upcoming. My other things that I like doing, I'm a vintage car guy, so I'm currently building, we're going to call it the Fast Box, the SecureIt Fast Box. It's a 66 Ford Falcon, which is a square box car. I'm building a stroked out 289 V8, about 350 horsepower, custom 4-link rear end, pretty much custom on everything on the suspension. I do all the work myself. That's my escape. But we'll do a live show from out in the warehouse and kind of go through some of the stuff we're working on. Other longer term is building a 1956 Elmquist Sabre, going to Bonneville next year for a land speed record. Class J land speed record in a 56 Elmquist Sabre powered by a Suzuki GSX 750 motorcycle engine, turbocharged, about 420 horsepower. That's a project that I've been involved with. I've been working on that for over a year. We're going to tech the chassis this year, and we will be testing in the winter, and then we'll be on the track next year going for a land speed record. I've got a second Sabre as a show car that's going to be done. In fact, I'm hoping to get down there soon, but it should be done in April, and we'll do a live show on that car. It's not a valuable car, but there's only 4 of them that we know of in the world. And I bought it for next to nothing as a fiberglass shell. It's America's first kit car. And it's a cool little car. I think we may have an invite to Pebble Beach, the Pebble Beach car show. I'm not 100% sure, but we've got rumors going that may be possible. But
I'm dying to see that car, because that body sat back there for a couple of years when I first started. So I'm can't wait to see the finished version of that.
Uh-oh. On my way to Home Depot to get some pink paint. Just don't get bare. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, guys. Hey, we're going to wrap up today. I want to thank everybody for who's tuning into the show, watch it. This will be up. Like it, share it. Spread the word. we're trying to change the way America thinks about gun storage. And big, heavy, bulky gun safes that are full of corrosive materials are just wrong. The traditional gun safe industry is wrong. They don't care. They make no effort to change. I find it very infuriating. I find it very frustrating. I've actually met with a lot of these guys years ago. When we first went into retail, my thought was, let's partner with the safe industry because we don't know anything about gun safes. We're a defense contractor. And I was really just put off by the lack of care. I mean, most of when you look at America's largest gun safe manufacturers, most of the people in their management teams don't own guns. I mean, I met with Liberty, and not a single person at that time owned an AR-15. Several owned no firearms. Most of these companies now are owned by Wall Street investment firms. Nothing wrong with that. I'm a capitalist. Hey, you know what? Raising capital, building businesses is great. But in the firearms industry, I think from the top down, a tie to the industry is important because of what we all do and what we're up against between fighting for the Second Amendment and the safety. I mean, we're dealing with deadly force. And I think there's more to it than just let's make big cabinets and make money. There's more to that. So we're trying to drive change in this industry and really make America better, and better prepared and safer. So guys, everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Stephen, we're going to wrap up and get some crap done, and then we'll be back at it next Friday. All right. Thanks a lot, guys.